Within just 24 hours, a hotline set up specifically to take calls from individuals connected to Sean Diddy Combs exploded with over 12,000 calls. Yes, 12,000. But why were so many people suddenly flooding the lines? Section 1: The hotline that won't stop ringing. The man behind the hotline, well known Texas attorney Tony Busby, launched it after filing a series of high profile civil lawsuits against the music mogul. Even after Diddy's criminal trial concluded, where he was found responsible on two counts involving the transport of individuals for illicit purposes, the hotline never went quiet. Busby described the call center as a safe space for those hesitant to go public, people who may have witnessed or experienced troubling situations firsthand. But the sheer volume of calls hinted at something deeper, more complex, and potentially wide reaching. The attorney welcomed contact from anyone, those with information, direct experiences, or inside knowledge, suggesting there could be countless untold stories. Even now, long after the courtroom verdict, the hotline remains active, with Busby's team carefully reviewing every call and compiling stories that reveal disturbing claims and emotional recollections, details that could shift the public's view of Diddy forever. And with each call, the question grows louder. What are these people trying to reveal? But what the calls began to uncover was even more unsettling. Section 2: The Trial Verdict Explained. After weeks of dramatic testimony and wall to wall media coverage, Sean Diddy Combs finally heard his verdict, but the outcome wasn't exactly what the public expected. The jury found him not guilty on three major charges, including one related to illicit human movement, but did convict him on two counts concerning the transport of individuals for improper purposes. While this conviction sounds serious, experts note that Diddy avoided the harshest penalties, possibly even jail time entirely. The outcome sparked controversy. Some believe celebrity status may have swayed the process, while others argue he was being unfairly targeted. Attorney Tony Busby, however, says the criminal case was just one step. Now, multiple civil suits are underway, where the burden of proof is much lower. That means Diddy's legal battles are far from over. The courtroom closed one chapter, but the bigger fight is only beginning, and what these new cases reveal is more disturbing than anyone predicted. Section 3: Civil Suits. The battle just begun. Though the criminal trial ended, attorney Tony Busby sees it as the start of a broader pursuit of accountability. Diddy, having avoided maximum sentencing, now faces a growing wave of civil lawsuits filed across multiple states. Why civil suits now? Because in civil court, the threshold for proof is different. Allegations that didn't stick in a criminal trial may still hold weight in front of a civil jury, with potential for major financial and reputational fallout. Busby has outlined the magnitude of the allegations surfacing from these suits, referencing events allegedly taking place at high profile parties and exclusive industry gatherings, including so called puppy parties and private celebrations. Especially sensitive are claims involving underage attendees, claims that, if substantiated, could dramatically alter Diddy's legacy. The attorney remains adamant. This is no longer just about seeking justice, it's about revealing what really happened behind the scenes. So, what are these suits really uncovering? The deeper they dig, the darker the narrative becomes. Section 4: Troubling Details and Serious Accusations. As lawsuits continue to pile up, so do the accounts being shared, and many are deeply troubling. According to case-related reports, numerous alleged incidents occurred at Diddy's exclusive events: album launches, holiday bashes, themed parties, and more. But behind the glitz and luxury, some claim these events masked a darker reality. Attorney Tony Busby noted a consistent pattern across the stories: power dynamics, pressure, and exploitation. Some accounts even suggest underage involvement. Though unverified, Busby said multiple callers described eerily similar settings and scenarios. One particularly alarming quote from Busby alleged that Diddy would not take no for an answer, a line that ignited heavy online reaction. While these stories remain unproven in court, the pattern across different testimonies has been hard for many to ignore. Despite strong denials from Diddy and his legal team, the volume and consistency of these reports have pushed this beyond a typical celebrity controversy. What Busby's team uncovered next would raise even more alarms. Section 5: Revealed Evidence. A Deeper Pattern? What began as anonymous phone calls has now grown into a mounting collection of potential evidence. Tony Busby claims his team has received various materials from those involved or close to the alleged events. Items like videos, images, text messages, police documents, and medical records. Some of this content, according to Busby, aligns with stories from unrelated sources, hinting at a potential pattern involving power, fear, and repetition. Though not made public or tested in court yet, the existence of these files has only intensified scrutiny of Diddy's public image. Importantly, this collection suggests the allegations may not be isolated. They point to a broader system, recurring behaviors, consistent environments, and repeated silence. Busby says the amount and quality of information received was greater than anticipated, and in civil cases, where the bar for evidence is lower, this might be enough to keep Diddy entangled in court battles for years. Yet through it all, one voice remains steadfast: Diddy's. Section 6: Diddy's Response and Defense. Throughout the flood of headlines, allegations, and lawsuits, Sean Diddy Combs has firmly denied everything. From day one, he's portrayed himself as the target of a calculated attempt to damage his name and dismantle his empire. His legal team insists the accusations are opportunistic and exaggerated, driven by money, attention, and ulterior motives. While he's kept a relatively low public profile, insiders say Diddy is planning a major comeback strategy, possibly involving interviews, documentaries, or direct public statements to reshape the narrative. Still, with sentencing looming in October and more civil suits arriving, the road ahead is uncertain. Will he fight each case publicly or quietly settle to avoid further exposure? Diddy has faced adversity before, but this situation feels different, more intense, more personal, and with more at stake, because this time, his entire legacy is on the line, and what comes next could redefine everything. Section 7. What does this mean for Diddy's legacy? For decades, Sean Diddy Combs was more than a music legend. He was a cultural force. From platinum albums to fashion lines and business ventures, he helped shape an era. But now everything he built stands at risk. The lawsuits, the stories, the hotline. They've cracked the carefully crafted image he projected for years. Brands are pulling back, collaborators are going silent, and fans, they're split. Some are standing by his work. Others feel the warning signs were there all along. This moment goes beyond legal battles. It's a cultural reckoning. If even part of what's being alleged is confirmed or widely accepted, it could spark a complete rethinking of Diddy's legacy in music and beyond. Can we still separate the art from the artist when the artist's name keeps showing up in these stories? Or is this yet another dramatic fall from grace, another powerful figure brought down by their own actions? Regardless of courtroom outcomes, one thing is clear: the era of Diddy as we once knew him may already be over, and what's left behind could reshape the industry for good. Conclusion: the legacy left behind. Sean Diddy Combs once symbolized success through vision, ambition, and influence. But today, the headlines aren't about chart toppers or sold out arenas. They're about legal claims, controversial stories, and a hotline that won't stop ringing. Even after a partial acquittal, the storm surrounding him hasn't calmed. Civil suits continue, new evidence surfaces, and more people are coming forward, some after decades of silence. What's happening now is more than legal. It's a cultural moment of reckoning, a point where a beloved legacy is being tested by serious and painful claims. Diddy maintains his innocence, but the world is watching, because with each new chapter, the gap between icon and controversy grows wider. So, what happens next? Will justice take a different form? Will more people step into the light? Will Diddy's empire collapse, or will he somehow survive the storm? One thing is certain: this story is far from over, and the most revealing chapter may still be to come.